You're watching Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse on ESPN, presented by Gatorade. Tick-tock, time is winding down on week 3 of 4 this summer. Today from USA Lacrosse HQ in Sparks, Maryland, we present the grand finale of the weekend, another dust-up between Team Apuzzo and Team Marino. By now, you should know the drill. We have 56 of the top players in the world scrapping to be crowned the individual champion. 4 squads change every week through a captain's draft. The points add up and fall off with every play over a busy month-long stretch. Great to see you again, along with Courtney Martinez-Connor, a 5-time national champion at Maryland. I'm Joe Beninati. These two teams have drastically different records. Should this be a lopsided game?
You know, you would think so, but you can't count out Taylor Marino and her team in gold. Sam Apuzzo is going to be tough to beat. She's an incredible leader, but Taylor Marino feels like they've been building from game to game, and today is going to be their day. Right
about now, the leaderboard is all that matters, because 1 week from now, we'll be crowning medalists and a champion. This is the way it stacks up to the minute.
Spots 1 and 2, Sam Apuzzo, Taylor Marino, they've been trading spots throughout Athletes Unlimited, but 3 through 10 have really been up for grabs. Katie Glynn and her team, as well as Abby Bosco. They played earlier today, battling things out. Bosco's team in purple was able to come up with the win. That's why you see a lot of purple listed.
Top 4 will be medalists. There can be only one champion. With today's game, Sam Apuzzo, a force to be reckoned with. She's consistently outstanding.
Sam Apuzzo, an incredible competitor through and through. She just has that will to win. She picks teams with players who mesh well together. They do it quickly. She competes hard, has fun, and that's what she wants out of her team. Being a triple threat, having that winner's mentality.
Her teammate, Kaylee Waters, could not have played much better than she did yesterday.
Kaylee Waters in that backfield. She is such a vocal leader. As a goalkeeper, you want a quarterback who is willing to be athletic out of the cage, spark an offense. She looks to get interceptions in and around, but don't worry if she's running that ball up the field. She knows how to give herself an assist.
Looking over at Team Marino, rare to see her squad 0 and 2, but Scotty Rose Growney is a threat.
Scotty Rose does it so very well on the inside offensively here in Athletes Unlimited. She works well with others, and that's what you need as a cutter. It's all about timing and spacing. So she has her eyes up whenever teammates have the ball, because she knows when and where to cut.
And don't forget Caroline Wakefield, who makes a very big impact on the defensive end of the field.
Caroline is a great 1v1 defender, a good communicator, super aggressive on that defensive end of the field. She does like to get on the hands of her attackers. She likes to lead by example with her tough play.
Maria Tribal-Peace looking after the sidelines. She explains Caroline's happy to defend.
Caroline Wakefield suffered a serious injury as a sophomore in college, and she was off the lacrosse field for almost a year. She said she was in a wheelchair for 3 months, crutches for 9, and she wasn't even sure if she would get to play the game again. However, in that time off, she watched all of the offenses and learned how to study them. She also learned how to direct the defense. So when she finally was able to get back on the field, she had such a great appreciation for the sport, especially for the defense.
Which she presides over very well nowadays for Team Marino in gold. Caroline Wakefield, one of a dozen former North Carolina Tar Heels that grace the Athletes Unlimited roster. Folks, we love bringing you into the game at Athletes Unlimited. The players are extremely helpful wearing microphones. Charlotte North's been a treat to visit with in every game this summer. Charlotte, you're not used to being 0-2 in anything, so how does your mindset shape up for this last game of the week?
We're looking to have fun today. It's Sunday. You know, we want to end the weekend on a high note and come out with a win today, especially against a very talented team led by Sam Apuzzo.
Charlotte, what do you expect today when facing so many of your ex-teammates at Boston College?
I mean, they're incredibly talented. I'm inspired by them on and off the field. It's an honor to be on the same field as them. So many Boston College alums, so many Team USA members, and it's fun when we get to line up either with or against each other.
Charlotte, we always appreciate the insight. Keep that ear in. We'll be talking with you throughout the day.
Thank you.
88 set to go. Game 18 of 24 with Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse in Season 3. Nice to have you on board this Sunday afternoon. Joe and Courtney up top, Maria on the sidelines. Tip of the cap to all the men and women in our technical crew. Very busy last 3 weeks for them, and one more week to come We'll be crowning a champion 1 week from today. After this game, in fact, Scotty Rose Growney that will isolate here 6-on-6 playing with Van Thoff. In Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse, the two cages are set 80 yards apart. Kennedy covers that ground very quickly. There's a 60-second shot clock. You see the 8-meter key. You score from behind that, they'll get 2 points for the team, 16 for yourself. Griffin challenged quickly on the outside by the young defender, Marge Donovan, who has definitely handled herself extremely well in this, her first season as a pro. Dowdy gets North. North shifting gears. Aldave fires. She yanked that one way wide of Kaylee Waters. You see the leaderboard shuffling on through. You'll be directing your attention through it throughout the day. Earlier, Team Bosco winning over Team Glenn. So many of the players dressed in purple. You see the purple numbers to the left of their names climbing on the leaderboard.
The first sets offensively for either team are always looking to feel out the defense. What are they going to do? Are they tough in their 1v1s? Are they sending doubles quickly? Any backsided doubles? So again, it's just a matter of feeling one another out on the field before you look to take any risks offensively. You don't want to show your hand too soon.
Geyer's back with a nice first-time ground ball to keep the possession for Team Apuzzo in orange. This is the 5th straight Sunday that Team Apuzzo has matched up against Team Marino. And Sam has had the upper hand, winning 4 of the last 5 overall. Arsenal with a rip, and Marino starts in fine style. 5 points for every goal he saved. Taylor's long clearing bid is right on target for Scotty Rose Growney. Scotty's had a couple of hat tricks this season.
You know, I like to watch her on the field. She has that bouncy step. You think she's doing nothing, and the next thing you know, she takes off and really accelerates, catching the defender sometimes sleeping a little bit.
And she can be a pinpoint shooter. Beautiful goal yesterday, short side high. As North snakes her way towards the 8-meter key, inside the arc now. Charlotte gets double teamed. Lizzie Colson's everywhere defensively. Donovan off the steal. This is a fast break now for Colson. 4-on-3. Takes it all the way. Marino with a save. Odds are Lizzie Colson's going to win the Defender of the Year award, vacated by Becca Block after 2 incredible seasons. But Colson went offensive there, as Kennedy does. Too high over Kaylee Waters.
You know, I think Detweiler, Bosco, 2 rookies, may give her a run for her money. Incredibly tough. They're same style of player. They play hard and fast, very physical on ball, send those quick doubles off ball.
Grace Griffin hovering around the arc, matched up with the 3rd-year pro there, Haley Warden. Shot clock's at 22. North has room. She scores! Charlotte North.
I could just about hear the communication from up here. Whenever players are working together, a little 2-man game action. Scotty Rose Growney with the pick, and you could hear go, go, go from Dowdy. A slight hesitation from Dempsey Arsenal made her late getting to Charlotte. Charlotte pumped the fake. Dempsey froze and ducked a little bit. Charlotte continued on with that dodge. She has the first goal on the game today to number 88 in gold.
Graphic shows you she had 4 yesterday against Team Glenn. Began the week with a goal and an assist against Team Bosco. Charlotte North, who worked with Taylor Marino in week 1, with Ali Mastriani, I should say, in week 1, and Marino in week 2. 1-0 advantage for Team Marino in the gold jerseys, and a draw control for Ali Kennedy. 2 points for every draw control in the box score. 20 points available for the team that wins the individual quarters, as North has broken the seal on the scoring today. Griffin off the sweep sends it wide of Kaylee Waters, and Waters, who delivered a masterclass in goaltending yesterday, especially in the first half. North off the question mark. She scores. Charlotte has the hot hand early.
Coming from behind the goal cage, Charlotte North, she begins with the stick in her non-dominant hand. Again, driving forward. Her defender has to honor that because Charlotte will turn the corner offensively. But as soon as she gets 4 steps above that goal line extended, she slams on the brakes, turns, uses the torque from her body, really gets her arms up and away, and adds a little jump for some extra power. Charlotte North with that question mark. Sometimes we consider it a 4-up, 4-back dodge. But that's one of her signature moves. She learned it from one of her longtime coaches, Sam Apuzzo.
Not a bad player. Either one, in fact. Charlotte, 2 tallies, 32 seconds apart, 2-0 for Team Marino. If you're just tuning in with us, Team Bosco victorious earlier, knocking off Team Katie Glynn. Dempsey Arsenal comes up with the ground ball. Arsenal among the all-time leaders in ground balls and Athletes Unlimited. She does so much through the midfield ranks. Mastriani, ditto. Number 21 in the orange for Team Apuzzo. Looking for its first strike on the day as we approach the midway mark of the opening quarter. Fortunato, another blessed offensive talent. Mastriani trying to create some space. Griffin was there. Simpkins on Geyer's back, and Marino is now 3 for 3 right off the jump with another stop. 15 points and saves total already for Marino.
The ability to reset, refocus is incredibly important, especially after Team Marino 0-2 to begin this weekend. And I asked her before the game, you know, what's the mindset? How do you kind of move on? And she actually said, I start with my own mindset. I have to remain positive in every single facet. If I remain positive, the team is then positive, and they can perform at their best.
Outside the 8-meter key, it's Hannah Dorney, rookie out of Notre Dame. Covered up there and stripped to the ball by Ali Mastriani. Mastriani give her plus 14 for the caused turnover and a couple more for the ground ball. The pass flagged down by Lizzie Colson. Colson leading the league in ground balls this season, second best in caused turnovers. She was only trailing the goalie, in fact. Taylor Marino setting the pace in that category, and that's the big one. You get plus 14 defensively. Apuzzo's first touch on the day. Took a while, almost 6 minutes. Sam turns, settles, goes over the back and floats that one high. In lacrosse, when a shot goes over the end line wide, you first player closest to where and when. On a sneak, it's Geyer's back who delivers. Geyer's back with goals in all 9 games this summer.
Sam Geyer's back, liking the matchup that she has coming around the backside of the goal. First time you try and you don't succeed, try it yet again. Sam Geyer's back, closing the lead for Team Apuzzo.
Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse on ESPN is fueled by Gatorade and by Aspiration, a global leader in financing climate impact. Enjoying Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse action with you. Sunsplashed group of spectators here at USA Lacrosse HQ. 2-1 for Team Marino. As we settle in, remind you about the MVP voting conducted from Game 1. These were the athletes who were rewarded.
Marie McCool, a dominating performance. She is the one who sparked Abby Bosco and the team in purple to come up with that win. Kenzie Kent working hard all over the field from the middle draw control all the way down to scoring some nifty goals. And then Abby Bosco, ground ball queen off that draw circle, causing a lot of turnovers, wreaking havoc, making it tough for any attackers to get settled.
And we have a member of that victorious Team Bosco squad with us, a star in the stands, namely Cookie Carr. Cookie, thanks for spending some time with us. How did Abby comport herself as a captain this week, her first kick at it?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Abby Bosco as a first-time captain, how did she do?
Oh my God, Abby is incredible. I mean, she is shooting sunshine and positivity every time she gets together. She had a great game plan and just really wants to keep the vibes up and energy, and we were really able to be successful under her leadership.
Cookie, you surround yourself with a lot of fans right there, and soon you're going to be surrounded by a bunch of teams from the U18 USA national team to Towson University. Talk about how excited you are to work with them.
I'm so fired up. The opportunity to be on the field with the best U18s and some of the best U18s and U16s next week is going to be incredible. And then to be able to be a part of the Tiger family and get in there with my team and just get to work is a dream come true, and I can't wait to be with them.
Cookie, Courtney is talking about the upcoming coaching items on your list ahead. We don't have coaches in Athletes Unlimited, but in your estimation, what is it that makes for a good coach? What are the attributes that you hope to employ now as a bench boss?
I think being surrounded by some of the best lacrosse players in the game has really helped me grow in my leadership and coaching ability, and I'm just excited to get to put that to work in a couple weeks.
Cookie, you talked about the legacy that you want to leave here in Athletes Unlimited. Whether this be your last year, you continue on. What do you think are the best examples of players and the legacies that you've seen leave Athletes Unlimited so far?
I mean, you could go down the lineup and you can just put a smile on your face because everybody you interact with and me is just an incredible person and lacrosse player in their own right, and to be able to be on the same field and same playing field with them is honestly something that I never thought I'd have the chance to do. So I'm just soaking in every single moment with these 55 girls that I get to play with.
2-1 for Team Marino in goal. Charlotte North has a pair of strikes. Sam Geyer's back on the board for Team Apuzzo in the orange. Kristen, tomorrow it'll be draft day. The new captains will pick their rosters, 14 players per side. What's it like waiting to hear your name called?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Cookie, listen up now. What's it like waiting to hear your name called on draft day?
Oh, you're pumped. I mean, the draft is such a crazy time as far as, you know, the strategy that goes into it, and when you get to hear your name and you get to go in that breakout room and see who your team is, you get fired up to figure out what the chess piece is going to be for that week, and what you get to do as a team and how you can impact the game and just leave everything you have on the field. And Charlotte, that was a sick goal.
She tends to do that, doesn't she, Cook?
Yeah,
she tends to do that.
She's going off right now. I'm really fired up for her to be able to, you know, take that outside shot, then the question mark, and then sneak around the crease. That just goes to show how dynamic she is as a player, and she's constantly keeping her defenders on her toes. So that was, I'm really proud of her and excited for her.
Cookie, thanks very much for the information. We wish you well both on and off the field.
Thank you, guys.
I think Cookie's saying it's hard to defend Charlotte, right? She's got 3 goals here today, that constantly keeping those defenders on their toes. I'd say so.
This is a player who, when she gets rolling, she can deliver incredible point-scoring value, both to the team and to herself on the individual leaderboard. Charlotte placed 14th last summer. She does have a 10-point game on her resume in Athletes Unlimited. She also shares the single-game goal-scoring record. Nicole Levy equaled her this summer in that regard. Arsenal going to the goal. Dempsey feeds. In tight. Geyer's back. She stashes it home. It's North 3. Geyer's back 2.
From the draw circle, Dempsey Arsenal coming up with possession after Sam Apuzzo received that draw control. And then Geiersbach, you saw that ever so sliver of a small space, right? Right next to the pipe. That's where the goalie's going to be standing tall. Taylor Marino hugging it. Sam Geiersbach, a 1v none. In transition can be incredibly hard to stop. The ball is moving fast from one spot to the next.
Geiersbach trims the lead to 1. For every assist during this year's Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse season, Aspirations committed to planting 10 trees. Stay tuned throughout the season, see how many trees will be planted, thanks to Aspirations support. Inside the draw circle, Andy Aldave digging in against Sam Apuzzo. Aldave, first name Alessandra. Sister Maddie played at Johns Hopkins. Sister Paige played at Florida. Ball down and off the scoop. The possession belongs to Wakefield. Caroline will wander her way to the offensive end. No stranger there. She knows what to do with the ball, but she'll trade it off here for a 6-on-6 offensive set late in the first.
And you saw the ride. Relentless from Dempsey Arsenal, number 18 in orange. A lot of physical play on the field, more physical than what you would see in an NCAA or a high school game.
Leaderboard to the left, 20 points available for the team that wins each individual quarter. Scotty Rose Growney hoping to give her mates a little cushion here. Waters makes the save knee high. Charlotte North already with a first quarter hat trick. Spins for Taylor Van Thoff. Taylor, some 6 years younger than her older sister Taryn, who was in Athletes Unlimited in season 1.
And this year, season 3, she is going to be welcoming a little baby here in the fall.
I knew you would help me out again. Gossip, social calendars, births that are on the horizon. Just count on Courtney Martinez-Connor. Final 18 seconds. The team in gold knows they have the 20 points wrapped for winning this frame, although Kennedy was held. Murray Durkin there on the foul. Durkin, who advanced some 28 spots on the leaderboard from week 1 to week 2. Pass to the inside deflected. That will do it for the opening 10 minutes. 20 points for everybody in goal. Team Marino wins the opening frame, 3-2.
Excellent job holding that ball for that last possession, Joe. When they got that second shot clock reset at 60 seconds, they were able to take their time, and that was all that's needed to get that 20 points smart, using the clock to their advantage.
It's the last kick at it for these two rosters. Last games they'll play together. New captains, new draft tomorrow. Taylor Marino, Mira Shane jumping for joy here after a 3-2 opening quarter. We'll get you back for quarter number 2 on ESPN.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
Stirred the throw home. Got her! Enough for Hens to be there.
That's right. We are fans too.
Two players dominating on the scoreboard. Charlotte North with 3. Sam Geiersbach with 2. Team Marino, as a result, wins the opening quarter by the 3-2 margin as we get set for the second frame. we're getting introduced to Mairead Durkin, a first-team All-American out of James Madison. Mairead has some very interesting interests away from the lacrosse field. She told us what she finds so appealing about Gaelic football.
I love playing Gaelic football because it's very, very aggressive and competitive. My dad was so awesome at it. He was like the top that you could be in Ireland at it. He came over to America when he was 25. My grandpa and I guess my dad had say in it, and all my uncles, they literally built up the Gaelic Athletic Association, is what it's called, in my town, and that's where we play Gaelic games all the time. So just like having like such a home feeling, like this is what my family was a part of building, and like playing is like a surreal feeling. It's so fun. I went to Ireland a few times, competed, and I won the Fela in 2014, which was crazy, and then in 2016 we won the World Games. We beat Canada in the final in Croke Park, and Croke Park is like the biggest stadium in Ireland. It's just such a great community and fun people to be around, and playing with everyone that you love. It's just like, it's really fun sport.
Those uniforms look good on Mairead Durkin. She's proudly wearing the orange of Team Apuzzo today, daughter of Shane and Ann. Mairead watching this first quarter unfold with Team Marino on the lead 3-2 thanks to the early hat trick from Charlotte North. Courtney, any experience with Gaelic football on your end?
No, but I love the fact when she said it's a fun and aggressive sport. Who doesn't love that? She can certainly apply that aggressive, physical mentality to the lacrosse field, much like she said she does when she played basketball growing up. It gave her a great foundation of footwork on defense, how to defend those picks.
Mairead was a college draft E in Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse in 2023. Set the Duke's record for caused turnovers, and now plying her trade as a pro in Season 3 of Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse. Will crown a champion next week. Allie Kennedy on the move. 4 medalists will be the top 4 on the leaderboard. Griffin will turn. There's a Defender of the Year award that will come. All of those festivities 1 week from today, Sunday the 13th, at USA Lacrosse headquarters. If you're in the area, come on out and enjoy all the fun. Vanthoff has some room. Vanthoff fires. Waters saw it all the way. Snaps the outlet away. Just gets past Lizzie Colson. Scooped on. Goose there by Apuzzo. Colson's on her way to the cooker. Feed. Geyer's back. Missed the target. Sam looked like she had a layup there.
That was almost a third goal from that left side. Left side has been where every single goal has come from Team Apuzzo and from the stick of number 38.
Geyer's back, and North trailing only Apuzzo in goals this summer. Geyer's back has had multi-goal games in 8 of 9. Fires again. That's an easy rejection for Marino. Taylor is seeing the ball well. You can tell she was sharp from the outset. Throws a strike there to Hannah Dorney. Dorney lost possession, but then recovers off the ground. North heading towards the cage. Shares the rock with Griffin. Grace lets this one fly. She scores! Grace Griffin.
As you take a look at the leaderboard on the left-hand side of the screen, everything has value on the field. So when good things happen, whether that's scoring a goal, causing a turnover, you're going to see it move continuously. Charlotte North putting that ball into the stick of the ever-capable hands of Grace Griffin. Like to see that shot on the run. Sometimes in transition, when you take on that defense in the fast break in front of the goal, they expect for you to slow down, and then you continue re-attacking.
Grace Griffin told us she'd love to be a surfer. She was able to ride the wave there inside the defense and pot the goal for a 4-2 advantage. Everybody loves to rep Athletes Unlimited. You can too. Be sure to check out all the great gear, including the new Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse player name and number t-shirts. Shop.auprosports.com to get yours today.
Are you an online shopper?
Yeah, I've become more and more of one. It used to strike fear in my heart, but I have warmed to it.
I envision you.
I want the t-shirts in every color, and I want all players, so that's all 56. Gonna run me a pretty penny, I think.
I want the sweatshirt that they all have. Just
Really?
saying. Yeah. I don't think you've seen it.
No,
Because it's been too hot on the field. They wear it in the locker room.
And you know you won't let me in the locker room. Total faux pas. Apuzzo on the go. Trenchard there at her hip. Sam pulls up back behind the cage. Emma Trenchard, another of those Team USA teammates for Apuzzo. Stars and Stripes world champs of 2022 in the World Lacrosse entry. Bounce shot here, Fortunato off the outside of the cage. It'll stay Team Apuzzo, 12 seconds to shoot. Nearing the 3-minute mark of the second. Warden off the split dodge. Here comes the double, perfectly timed by Wakefield. That's a tough shot for Mastriani. May have been a pass for Geyersbach as it's picked up off the carpet.
And Grace Griffin with the knockdown. She should get credited with that caused turnover. That's plus 14 to her name. Wakefield with the ground ball pickup. That's a plus 2. Again, these players not doing it necessarily because it'll give them points on the leaderboard. That just naturally happens. It's their instincts on the field. What's the best play? How can I be putting myself in a better situation?
Sloppy passing there results in a turnover for Team Marino. Just tuning in with us, Charlotte North, the driving force for the gang in gold. 3 tallies in the opening quarter. They won the opening frame 3-2, so everybody on the Marino roster picked up 20. Griffin has advanced the lead by 1. Levy, who helped to win the dramatic shootout yesterday. She and Sam Apuzzo scoring in the shootout to clinch it. Apuzzo hovering behind the cage. Top side on Trenchard. Rolls back from the angle. Apuzzo slammed there by Marino short side. Another save for the netminder. She's got 5 and then some. Garrett looking to make the scoop in midfield. The former Wolverine driving hard to the offensive end. Ran right into Donovan. Donovan's been a buzzsaw defensively in her first 3 weeks as a pro. Durkin in there too. The 2 rookies collapsing to make the play.
Joe, we saw Charlotte North's goggles get knocked off in that ground ball pickup. Potentially that could have been a foul. When you scoop through, you have to be in control of your stick. It just caught her by surprise. That's why you saw her arms go up and back out. You cannot play without equipment either, whether that be your stick or protective piece of wear. She was making it known it wasn't her doing.
We began this week with a meeting and a call to a points of emphasis for the officials and the players. The physicality had been ramping up. Some questionable stick swinging and body checking. As Arsenal emerges with the ground ball, a chance to get back to the offensive end. More than halfway home in the second quarter.
Team Marino struggling to clear that ball back-to-back times. It was checked out of the stick of number 44, Hannah Dorney. When you're clearing the ball, you got to protect that stick. Make sure you have options to your left and right.
Mastriani on the move. Makes no mistake.
Unfortunately for Team Marino, those back-to-back turnovers culminated into a goal for Team Apuzzo. Ali Mastriani picking up that ball. She is a player who knows a thing or two about adversity on the field, as she has closed the gap for Team Apuzzo and Athletes Unlimited.
Two squads chasing those 20 points that are available in the second quarter. They've traded tallies. Mastriani for Team Apuzzo, Griffin for Team Marino. 4-3 overall for the team that's captained by the defending champion. It's been a big day for Charlotte North already. A hat trick in the opening quarter. She's wearing a microphone for us. We can go into the game with Air National Guard.
Good. That's the only thing she'll win today. That's the only way she'll win. Only thing she'll win today. We're good. Yeah. Great. Wait, I see one thing though. Don't initiate until she gets out of your way. Okay. It's on us to get through for you, but like take like 10, 15 yards back and then come at it full speed. It's our job to get through for you though. They're shading with you, but it's from you too. Do you guys see that? So they're going from you, so one of you guys goes through all the way, and then one of you will be wide open. One down, let's go.
Charlotte North doing a lot of coaching in that sequence there, Court.
You love to see the communication from all the players on the field. They know it's a collective group. Charlotte North just tends to have a very strong voice, incredible IQ, a lot of listening ears. Again, to have success on the field, you have to have everyone buying into the process, and Team Marino truly does feel like today is their day where they put it all together.
Charlotte had 3 hat tricks in the first couple of weeks. She had a 4-goal game against a team that was captained by Lizzie Colson. She has the 3 today, joined on the board by Grace Griffin. It's a 4-3 advantage for Team Marino. Taylor, when facing teams captained by Sam Apuzzo, has a 60% save percentage. Marino already with a half a dozen stops in this game.
You know, Taylor said she's got to embrace the journey for the entire week, and that she knew what to expect when coming up against Sam Apuzzo's team. She said they're just so competitive. We know that they're competitors, but if we are building and we find our success offensively while staying tough on defense, and then she added that extra part, we got to contain Sam, right? Everybody knows you got to contain that captain because she can overtake a game, especially when all of a sudden she changes herself to that draw circle.
Courtney, hopefully not so silly a question. How tall do you think Taylor Marino is?
I'm going to go with 5'5", 5'6".
So listed at 5'7", and to me, she seems to play even bigger, taller than that. That's the reason I asked the question. When she straightens up and plays well and hugs the post, there's very little room. That cage, that crossbar is 6 feet tall. Mastriani on the go, lets it fly. That's off the arm and elbow of Marino. Yet another save for the defending champion. Taylor Cummings was the Athletes Unlimited champ in Season 1. Marino won it last year by a whisker over Apuzzo. Those two are at the very top of the leaderboard again this season. Just a reminder, 1 week left in Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse. Once we conclude matters today, all the appeals are done, all the MVP votes are in. You'll have new captains tomorrow, drafting teams of 14, and then there will be 6 games left to crown the individual champ.
Ooh, Team Marino incredibly lucky to get that ball back. They had another turnover while clearing that ball. Again, stick protection, important, know your surroundings. Team Apuzzo has always been very difficult in the ride. Sam relentless in her own right, causing a lot of turnovers.
Allie Kennedy with goals back-to-back this weekend. Aldave feels the sting there of the check from Murray Durkin. No whistle, they play on. Mastriani supporting the clear. You have 20 seconds to get across the midline in Athletes Unlimited, no problems. Colson closing, fires, Marino makes the denial. Taylor not giving up any quote-unquote soft goals to defenders. Back comes Allie Kennedy streaking in, looking for numbers. Aldave keep it hot to North. No break. Charlotte will slow it down. We'll go 6-on-6 this end.
Incredible job for Team Apuzzo slowing that fast break down. They were shifting, moving. Their sticks were in the passing lanes. Didn't want to give up anything easy, especially when they were that player down in transition.
North doubling back on the move, had it batted away by Mastriani. Picked up off the turf by Vanthoff. Shot clock's at 20. Arsenault, such a presence in the midfield. Always around the loose ground balls. There she helps Murray Durkin clear it. Durkin was fouled by Griffin. Allie Mastriani's the last player on the board. She converted for Team Apuzzo. It's 4-3, 1-1 in the second quarter in the chase for those 20 points. Now 2 minutes left, separating us from halftime. Apuzzo, who leads the league in goals and assists, waits for Warden to jog in. Haley in her third season has a couple of helpers this weekend. Arsenault floated, front swing. Geyer's back, lost it on the transition out of her cross. Wakefield comes up with a scoop.
Tremendous defense from Caroline Wakefield, getting that ground ball, securing possession for her team. If they can just take their time offensively here, not challenge to goal too soon, that doesn't leave a whole lot of time, nothing but 30 seconds for Team Apuzzo to kind of counterbalance that. Obviously, they want to culminate in a goal here so they can walk away with the 20 points. Again, don't go too soon. Let the clock do the work for you.
Marino over 1,200 points this summer. Her lead on Apuzzo just 7 in the leaderboard standings. Brownie, question mark, missed it short side. 20 seconds to shoot, 50 in the quarter for Team Marino. 20 points available or else we'll carry them over. North playing the two-person game a long way from the goal. Charlotte, sidewinder for 2, knocked aside by Waters. Waters has once said, you know, it's my Achilles heel giving up the 2-point goals. She didn't surrender one there to North. 25 seconds left. Vanthoff brings it in off the end line. Colson attacks her right away. Charlotte going to the goal left-handed. Swings it back and fires from down under. That one bounced wide. Charlotte North in a shooting mood from the outset today. Vanthoff turns. Clever release there through Dowdy, goes well wide with just 3 seconds in the frame. Centering pass. Whoa, they had Waters trapped out of the goal. Some confusion there at the final horn. It is 4-3 Marino, and we'll have a carryover, a third quarter to be worth 40 points.
Whenever there's a carryover from quarter to quarter, quarter 3 is going to be worth 40 points for whoever scores more goals. You know that it's just a matter of time before emotions being high on the field just get that much more. 40 points, it's a lot. You have to come out strong, show your presence right from that very first draw control. Despite Team Apuzzo being down by 1, it's up for anyone's grabs.
Low-scoring game today, and you figured it would be, considering that it's a Kaylee Waters, Taylor Marino net-minding matchup. Charlotte North with a hot hand early. 3-2 advantage for Team Marino after 1. 4-3 right now. Taylor Marino standing by with Maria Tribal-Peace.
Taylor, 8 saves in that first half. How have you been able to be so locked in?
I think defensively we had a game plan going into it, and we're sticking to it pretty well right now. We're working together on both ends of the field. We're finding the back of the net offensively, and our middies are just absolutely crushing the draw right now. So hopefully we're going to continue to do that to have ourselves a successful second half.
You've been able to contain Sam Apuzzo. How?
Honestly, Emma Trencher's doing a great job. Game plan going into it is just to kind of make it hard for Sam to get the ball, because obviously great things happen when the ball's in her hands. So just working on that, and then making sure on the backside we're staying attentive to obviously all their cutters, and not making it easy for Sam to get rid of it.
Thank you, Taylor.
Absolutely.
Joe, back to you.
In this same matchup, 1 weekend ago, Marino set a league record with 17 saves. She's almost halfway there now, as Maria let you know. Taylor has 8. The defending champ proudly wearing that badge on her arm. She has backstopped her squad to the 4-3 advantage. We are at the half with Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse on ESPN.
There's power in my voice.
When I use it.
To speak up for a cause.
To encourage the person next to me. To help us hear the voiceless.
To represent my people.
To shine a light on the truth.
To show others what is possible.
To change the course of history.
To remind you of the power in yours.
There is power in your voice, but only when you use it.
We've sprinted through the opening 20 minutes today in Sparks, Maryland. Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse, week 3 of season 3 winding to a close. Team Apuzzo, Team Marino resting up at the half. The players in this league, they look forward to spending time with each other away from the field of play. That included a visit to Oriole Park at Camden Yards.
We're at the Royals game with AU. We're super excited. Whole crew's here, having a great time. It's been so fun to be around my teammates and my friends at the Royals game on our off day, just getting right before the game tomorrow.
It's been really fun to get out and away from the hotel, just change the scenery, but even though I'm a Phillies fan, it's been fun to cheer on these.
Phillies fan, looks like a whole bunch of fun. Stay there with us, lacrosse fans. Still more to cover at the half. When we return, we'll be sharing some info on the remaining games in this season's schedule straight ahead. 2 quarters complete, 2 more left to play at USA Lacrosse headquarters in Sparks, Maryland. Team Apuzzo, Team Marino hanging out at the half with Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse on ESPN. Here's what's left on the calendar for Season 3. Thursday, Saturday, Sunday ahead. All doubleheaders, all on ESPN+. On Sunday, the top 4 medalists will be announced. We'll crown a champion to boot on Sunday the 13th. With that, I'll track down Courtney Martinez-Connor. She's running around here somewhere. When we get you back, it's time for first half highlights. Right after these words on ESPN.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
Third, the throw home. Got her! Enough for Hens to be there.
That's right. We are fans too.
I am the manager of IL Women, and I'm so glad that you're all here.
There's power in my voice.
When I use it.
To speak up for a cause.
To encourage the person next to me. To help us hear the voiceless.
To represent my people.
To shine a light on the truth.
To show others what is possible.
To change the course of history.
To remind you of the power in yours.
There is power in your voice, but only when you use it.
It's the tail end of what has been a beautiful weather weekend here in Sparks, Maryland. Team Marino and Team Apuzzo for the 5th straight Sunday matching up, and this time it's Team Marino in front by 1 after 1 half of play. Joe Beninati and Courtney Martinez-Connor with you here at USA Lacrosse headquarters. Courtney, there's one thing that keeps cropping up for Team Marino. They've not been able to clear the ball well. How can that be problematic for Taylor?
You know, I think they just keep expecting her to come up with saves. She already has 8 on the half, but at some point you're going to have to clear that ball cleanly because you have Sam Apuzzo, the entire set of offense who are coming after you. Protect those sticks, get it over safely. Offense can help you out as well.
One player definitely dressed in orange, Sam Geyer's back, has made life tough on Taylor Marino in the opening 20.
Sam Geyer's-back has done a great job of separating from her defender, especially from X. All of their goals for her have come from that left side. She pops herself into the right place, able to receive the ball, release it quickly, and that's been very tough for Team Marino to defend.
Charlotte North has taken the lead for Team Marino at the offensive end.
Charlotte North, 3 goals already, and it is just the first half. She is freezing the defense. She's getting her hands free, stepping away from her defensive player to give herself more space, and that quickness, that shiftiness to get a step on her defensive player. Again, she is shooting from all areas, left, right, up top. She's unstoppable
That
right
hat
now.
trick coming in the first quarter alone, and then Taylor Marino with a whopping 8 saves already in 20 minutes.
She makes it look easy. A lot of times just like she's playing catch with someone, but she has her eyes locked in on that ball. Her job is to save the ball. She knows it, and she is looking to help her team out of this game by continuing that stellar play in goal, a true quarterback for her team. And as we look here, I mentioned 8 saves for her, just 3 for Team Apuzo, but you can't expect for your keeper to keep bailing you out.
Marino had the 8 saves, right? That's 40 points, 20 points for winning the quarter. It's been a good day so far for Taylor Marino in her individual battle against Sam Apuzo. As we step out, we get you set for the third quarter. Marino has that chin strap adjusted. A hug for good luck with Allie Kennedy. We've got the third frame after these words. Team dressed in gold, Team Marino doing a little dancing before the start of the second half. They've got a 4-3 advantage, a low-scoring game in this Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse, all presented by Gatorade today. Sparks, Maryland, some 20 miles north of Baltimore. Getting set for the final 20 minutes. Joe Beninati, Courtney Martinez-Connor with you. We're looking at the Athletes Unlimited leaderboard up to the minute now. Remember, 1 week from today, the top 4 on this list receive the medals. The number 1 overall becomes the individual champion.
You know, to start this game, Sam Apuzo was in the lead over Taylor Marino. However, Taylor's team won the first quarter. There was a tie in the second, but she has a lot of saves. That's what's propelling her above Sam Apuzo, who is yet to score a goal here today.
Courtney, this is professional lacrosse. Lots of money on the line, performance bonuses for these players. Compensation, as you can see, listed on the screen.
You know, many of them talk about if they were overtly focused on what's at stake, they wouldn't do so well, as they would feel a lot of pressure and anxiety. However, they do always remember the causes that they hold near and dear to their heart.
They are professionals, but there really is a collegiate atmosphere about this group and the 56 players.
You know, they call it college for adults, a chance to be around some great players consistently for 4 weeks. They have a great time.
Charlotte North, good to see you walking around by the goal. What was the key to your first quarter, the hot hand?
We're looking to get some shots off early. I think that was a key that we lacked in the last couple of games that we had. We wanted to get, you know, a little bit more shots on cage and more shots off in general. So we're excited about what we have in the first half. We're ready to build in the second.
Charlotte, what do you expect here in the second half of this game? You know, Sam Apuzo and the entire team in orange, they're going to be gunning for you guys.
I mean, she's so amazing. She's a great leader. She's a great player. And this is a great team that we're playing against. We know it's going to be a battle. It's going to come down to the last minute. But we're ready for it, and we're ready to come up with a win.
Charlotte, we appreciate it. We'll check in with you again throughout the day. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
88 all set for this draw. The officials, Ronnie Anton, Devin Holcomb, Erica Leslie, and Liz Brush. Lynn Bowers is our table official. It has been a sun-soaked day this Sunday. Earlier today, Team Bosco a winner over Team Glenn. That was a 2-point affair. So many of these lacrosse games have been tight this season, tight-knit. As this third quarter unfolds, Maria Tribalpiece had a chance to check in with Team Apuzo facilitator Rachel Hillhouse.
When I talked to Rachel Hillhouse, she said she liked what the team did in the first half. She said our energy was good. Now in the second half, we want to continue to do that and just go hard nonstop. The biggest thing is going to be leaning on the communication between the players.
Maria, nice for us to welcome Rachel, who, like you, is in her first season with Athletes Unlimited, a coach's development trainer with USA Lacrosse, Hillhouse, a former UNC Asheville coach. Team Apuzzo in the orange. Fortunato sneaky's backhanded bid is blocked by Marino. Follow-up chance. Geyersbach just failed to convert, and Taylor finds it at her feet.
Let's see patience for Team Marino as they are looking to clear this ball with ease. Again, it's all about seeing those passing lanes, get away from the riding players in orange. They are relentless, oftentimes double teaming that ball.
She's Courtney Martinez-Connor. I'm Joe Beninati. You just saw and heard from Maria Trivalpiece, our sideline reporter. Tip of the cap to all the men and women in our technical crew for the efforts in this week 3 and all throughout the summer. One more week to go. We'll be crowning a champion 1 week from today. Once this game is through, the MVP voting is done, the appeals process goes through. We'll have 4 captains drafting tomorrow. They'll be looking after Kaylee Waters. Waters makes another save. That's her 4th on the game unofficially.
You know, Kaylee generally is dialed in when the shots are coming from a distance, in tight. When the ball is moving quickly, has generally been the easiest way to try and get a quality look on goal. That from X, making the goalie have to turn their positioning, changing the point of attack.
Green card is issued to number 31 Gold for being offsides. It's a 30-second releasable penalty.
Lynn Bowers informing the faithful here at USA Lacrosse headquarters of the offside call. Player up chance now for 30 seconds. Andy Aldave has a seat. Nicole Levy, who helped to secure the shootout win yesterday. Team Apuzzo 2-0. Team Marino in gold 0-2. This is the last game they'll play together as assembled. Fortunato straight away. Courtney finds Apuzzo, keep it hot. Drive and score! Mastriani, her 2nd of the day.
Team Apuzzo able to even things out here in the 3rd quarter. A player down. Team Marino, as they are shifting and moving around. You see the stick up of Wakefield. In college, that would have been shooting space. There are no shooting space or 3-second calls. She got out of the way, did it a little bit slowly. I think she might have screened Marino in front, making that shot difficult to see and save from Ali Mastriani.
Mastriani with goals in all 3 games this weekend. She's cashed in twice on 3 shots today. Folks, you can experience the excitement of Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse in person here in Sparks, Maryland by getting your tickets today. Join us Thursday. There's a special $5 ticket offer. Go to auprosports.com/tickets. Use the promo code 5, F-I-V-E, to get yours today. Off the draw, Aldave looking for it. Scooped by Mastriani just the same, and it's Colson who will take it off the turf.
You know, Joe, again, oftentimes just scoop through the ball. No need to try and bat it one direction or the other.
Turnover here. Unsettled for Aldave. Finds the trailer, Wakefield, but that's off the top of her cross. Vanthoff kept it alive, and it's secured by Grace Griffin. 3 minutes into quarter 3, 20 points available for the team that wins this frame. The early Mastriani goal has Team Apuzzo out in front in that quest. Charlotte North was hot early, chilled a bit in the 2nd. North, 2-person game with Vanthoff. Jump shot, score! Charlotte has her 4th.
Joe, anytime Charlotte North has the ball behind the goal cage, all eyes have got to turn to her. You need to know she's going to be setting something up. We see a 2-man game with Taylor Vanthoff. There was miscommunication defensively. Initially, we had Lizzie Colson, number 35 in orange. She was on Charlotte. When the pick was set, the players switched, but kind of slowly. And you can't afford to do that against Charlotte North, especially when she is at X.
Charlotte North chasing down Sam Apuzzo for the goal-scoring lead this summer. This is her 2nd 4-goal game of the campaign. She had a 4th spot against Team Colson. And Charlotte North has lifted Team Marino to the advantage. Charlotte was Marino's first choice on draft day last Monday, first time that she had been selected in the first round this summer. Ball out of bounds, turnover back to Team Apuzzo and Courtney. Those clearing issues persist.
They continue on. You have to make sure to do a clear with everyone in mind. It can't just be one person trying to clear it on their own. They need options, but you have to make sure to do it safely while still sticking in that 20-second time frame to get it over that midline.
Apuzzo challenged by Trenchard. Apuzzo waits. Here comes the double team. Mastriani on the verge of a hat trick, rolling back against Griffin. Shot clock's at 30. Fortunato angling against Dorney. Long range, that's easy pickings for Taylor Marino. Marino once again into double figures with saves. Dorney ridden hard and aggressively there by Fortunato. This bounces out of bounds. The officials, thankfully for Team Marino, will give them the ball. Kennedy says, you know what, I'm just going to be a one-person clear and run for cover. Been a tough day for Hannah Dorney. She's been on the wrong end of too many turnovers in gold.
Just as you had mentioned, it takes a team, a village to help that ball out of the defensive end. Allie Kennedy showcasing her speed coming out of the backfield.
Question mark. North just missed it to the far post. Backed up closest to the ball, wherein when it leaves the field, it belongs to Team Marino's Taylor Van Thom. 9 seconds to shoot. Less than 5 minutes in the quarter. Tough angle. Bounce shot goes, but there was a whistle before the tally from Kennedy. There was a whistle before the strike. And Kennedy's going to the free position shot. One-on-one against Waters as you see them shape up. Whistle ready. Kennedy goes to the goal. Hits the crossbar. Ball batted down. Van Thoff in a foot race with Dowdy. And it comes up for Team Marino, Scotty Rose Growney.
Those are always so difficult to muster when you score and then have to go to the line again. But that one just narrowly missed off the crossbar. At least they're able to reset that shot clock with 60.
Griffin on the move. Good stop there by Waters, taking the angle away. Kaylee Waters has a handful of stops off of yesterday's brilliant performance. Turned out to be the victorious netminder in the shootout. Meg Dowdy, who was dazzling and shutting down Kenzie Kent, able to clear.
You know, yesterday I saw Kaylee after her game, and after the second, she was watching. Not only did she have her dog in the stands, but her dog's best friend. Love it how the players not only are here to celebrate themselves.
The dog's best friend?
Yes, yes, they're buddies too.
You have that on authority. Feed inside, shovel, score! Beautiful work for Arsenal.
Moving the ball quickly, catching the defense with their heads spinning. Sam Apuzzo and her team in orange have tied things up here in the third quarter.
This is pretty. Watch Arsenal provide a target and some flair on the finish. Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse on ESPN is fueled by Gatorade and by Aspiration, a global leader in financing climate impact. Score in the third quarter favoring Team Apuzo 2-1. We're level at 5 in this matchup between the top two captains and the top two players on the leaderboard working down the stretch. It's time for us to welcome in a special guest and learn about the Air National Guard Mover of the Week.
I'm Technical Sergeant Reese Singleton. The Air National Guard's motto is always ready, always there. We proudly partner with Athletes Unlimited, who support players who are always ready to compete for the top spot. Let's find out who climbed their way up the leaderboard rankings to earn the title of the Air National Guard's Mover of the Week.
Reese, thank you very much as we unveil the player who's making that big move. Marie McCool and Kaylee Waters. Waters, the keeper, outstanding, climbing the ranks.
Kaylee Waters has been incredible as a quarterback in the goal throughout all 3 of Team Apuzo's games this weekend.
If you're just tuning in with us, Team Marino had the 3-2 advantage after 10 minutes. Charlotte North had all the scoring, the hat trick early. From there, the two teams were trade markers in the second. We went to the break 4-3. Waters, who's vaulted some 20 spots on the leaderboard, that Air National Guard Mover of the Week, now in discussion with her defenders, Dowdy and Donovan, as to how best keep this a 5-5 game. We are level. The largest lead in the game has only been the 2 points, with Charlotte North jumping out of the gates with the game's first 2 goals right off the jump. Charlotte with her 4th tally. There have been a total of 8 5-goal games in Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse history. There have been 2 6-goal games, and Charlotte has one of those. Arsenal, a thing of beauty on the last strike. Lost possession there. Grace Griffin will drive back, and Kennedy has speed to burn. Kennedy all the way to the cage, then yields to Taylor Vanthoff. Scotty Rose Growney will jog in off the sideline, 6-on-6.
I cannot talk about the importance enough of number 23 in gold. Again, with another caused turnover. Caroline Wakefield slowing that fast break down by Dempsey Arsenal.
Courtney, is it her positioning? Is it her footwork? What is it that makes her the defender she is?
All the above. She does not give a lot of ground, and that's tough to beat offensively.
Kennedy fires off the shins of Waters. Those sting, by the way. Ground ball, Dowdy coming the other way with Colson. Further still, this is Arsenal. Dempsey will drive in, find Apuzo, and that one's off the top of her cross. A rarity to see that Sam Apuzo has yet to strike in this game. She has goals in every outing this summer. Not yet for 14 in orange. Warden on the go, halfway through the shot clock. Apuzo will isolate against Trenchard. Change of pace move, draws the double. Arsenal, one of her best buds for Mastriani. Picked up neatly there by Garrett. Shot clock's at 12. Geyer's back, hit the outside of the post. Backed up on the inline by Apuzo. Since it hit the frame, they'll get a new 60.
And that's always tough as a defender. You've done such a great job. The shot clock is almost done, and now you have to rework yet again.
Trenchard bulldozed Apuzo down, and this is Wakefield going to the cage 4-on-3. Wakefield driving in off the face dodge. She lost it there. Caroline had a goal overturned earlier this summer when she scored but tiptoed around the crease a little too close for comfort. That violation overturned the goal. We have 1 minute and 25 seconds to play in the third. Team Apuzo leads this frame. Everybody can win 20 points dressed in orange if the score remains in their favor.
So much back and forth play. It's tiring for the midfield. There's just 4 midfielders on every team, 4 attackers, 4 defenders, 2 keepers. But those doing the heavy lifting, the back and forth from side to side, relies on those midfielders making sure to keep pace.
Warden on the go, gets inside, wheels in and scores! A pretty goal for Haley Warden.
Haley Warden, yet another one of those college coaches who is dressing up for Athletes Unlimited. Number 22 in orange. We see her getting this ball from Courtney Fortunato. A little wheeling and dealing. She's so very calm on the field. When she is dodging, she never looks like she's in a huge hurry. She just gets her job done. Very consistent, especially with her shot selections.
Gets a congratulatory hug from the netminder, Kaylee Waters. 6-5 for Team Apuzzo, 3-1 for them in this quarter. Folks, you can up the stakes this summer by participating in the Fantasy Pick'em League. Next week, predict the top 4. You'll win a lax drip crew neck. Make your picks now at auprosports.com/fantasy. Draw circle we go. Official Devin Holcomb has Aldave and Mastriani ready to go. Lizzie Colson, draw control on the scoop.
And Joe, this is the first lead that Team Apuzzo has had this entire game, and they're gonna almost walk away with these 40 points unless Team Marino can get this ball back.
Carryover, it was a 1-1 second quarter. That obviously will go a long way in helping Sam Apuzzo in her individual battle at the top of the leaderboard against Taylor Marino. Marino has a ton of stat points again today with her multitude of saves. She's got 11. Arsenault off the split, pump it inside, that's deflected. It'll be turned over to Team Marino after the bad pass that was deflected. Final 2 seconds of the quarter. North on the run, not enough time there as the horn sounds. Ending quarter 3. Team Apuzzo wins that frame, 3 points to 1.
Tremendous turn of events for Team Apuzzo. In talking with their team prior to this game, they had said, we know the game, we know what personnel we have, we feel like we have a huge advantage, and we are locked in for this third win. And that showed a lot of confidence to come out and play despite being down in that third quarter, and now they've walked away with 40 points.
Lots of pats on the back for those wearing the orange as they take the 40 points down in the third quarter. Mira Shane and her buds will dance back into the fourth with you when we return for more Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse on ESPN. It's the last go-round for these two teams as rosters, the 14 players on each side. Drafting tomorrow new teams to head into week 4, but for the moment, Team Apuzzo wins that big third quarter. The carryover from the second earns them 40 for everybody dressed in orange, and with 10 minutes to go, Sam Apuzzo's team leads Taylor Marino's squad by the 6-5 count. For every assist during this year's Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse season, Aspirations committed to planting 10 trees. Heading into play today, 107 helpers means 1,070 trees with all of these assists. Pretty feeds all the way around.
Anytime a team is moving that ball, you know they're feeling their creativity as well as their connections on the field, and a bonus for those trees being planted.
Folks, we love to bring you into the game. We have players wearing microphones each and every game. Ali Mastriani, one of those today. We go into the game with 21 in the orange.
Let's go. Here we go. Scrappy on the straw. Let's go. Let's go. That was great.
I was like, come on, pick it up.
I literally couldn't see. I was like, oh, I need the ball.
Yes! Let's go!
Great job. Oh, wow.
Great job.
That was so awkward. Fuck. Sorry, guys. Thanks. Yeah. She's already got a tab open in my name tonight, so.
See Ali Mastriani with the leg wrap on. She had a bad hamstring injury her freshman year in college. Outstanding All-American National Midfielder of the Year at North Carolina. Ali's mom, Carol, a top field hockey player. Ali, the daughter of Carol and Dan, as she takes the draw that starts the fourth. 6-5 with Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse on ESPN, presented by Gatorade. Earlier today, rookie captain Abby Bosco, her team prevailing over Katie Glyn's in a tight game. We have another close one developing between Apuzzo and Marino. Fifth straight Sunday that these two have squared off, and in these colors. Scotty Rose Growney maneuvers in, dragging Dowdy back behind the goal. Charlotte North, 4 goals today, has her defender hung up. It's Warden who will peek out at her. And Charlotte on the back pedal with 25 seconds to shoot. North fidgeting around the 8-meter. Thought about the 2-point shot there. Donovan was on her hands. North coming back to her strong hand. Growney fires high. Scotty Rose loves to crank it from deep. 5 seconds to shoot. Good overplay by Donovan as she wrestles with North for the ball. That was almost a +14 for Donovan on the caused turnover. The officials going to award the ball here to Team Apuzzo. Team Marino facilitator Catherine Conway on the sideline, not pleased at all with the officials' call there. And then a foul off the restart.
And Joe, she's upset because she said possession went to Team Apuzzo when they were able to knock that pass down. It seemed like it was in Marge Donovan's sticks, but the referee said nope.
Just a reminder, Court, tomorrow's draft day. Once we're through with this game, the MVP voting's in, all the appeals are concluded. There will be 4 captains. They're the 4 who will be at the draft table, selecting their rosters of 14 players, 6 games left to come. This is game 18 of 24 this summer. There's 1 champion, there are 4 medalists, a Defender of the Year that will be named as well 1 week from today. Fortunato with a good backup. Trenchard is there on her. Emma has done most of her work on Apuzzo this afternoon. Apuzzo stuffed out captain to captain by Marino. Taylor is up to a dozen stops. Kennedy will jog it across. Allie Kennedy has worked quite a bit in the past with sports psychologists. Maria Trivalpiece, our sideline reporter, has explained how those folks have helped Allie on the field and off of it. North on the go, 2-person game with Kennedy, who screens Colson. That allows North to fire and score for 2.
This 2-pointer gives Team Marino the lead by 1. Defensively, you don't want to be miscommunicating when Charlotte North has the ball. We see that power, the wind-up, something that Charlotte is known for. She can get a lot of whip on that stick. Off of the 2-man game, a powerful presence on the field. Charlotte North with that 2-pointer, the first and only one of this game, as she has given the lead back to the team in goal.
For the 9th time in Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse history, there has been a 5-goal game. You see North flexing that right knee. Appears to be giving her some trouble. Charlotte has 5 today. That's her 4th 2-pointer of the season. It's 7-6. Folks, you can join the Unlimited Club as an Unlimited Club Gold member, receiving a Lacrosse Gold box. The box that will include a Taylor Cummings bobblehead, our inaugural champion, a hoodie, and more. Limited quantities available. Go for gold at auprosports.com/membership. Draw control for Team Marino. Kennedy right to the cooker with Vanthoff giving go. Behind the back, just missed. That would have been highlight material.
I think Kennedy might be getting some lessons from her BFF, Kylie Ohlmiller.
Kylie does have a knack for converting like that in transition. Allie just missed the mark. Marino, on the strength of the North two-pointer, grabs the lead back. They have the lead in the fourth. 3.5 minutes into this final frame. Kennedy nudged away from the 8-meter by Lizzie Colson. Colson gets right into there on the cross check. Doesn't stop Kennedy at all. She scores.
Allie Kennedy, such a spark plug on the field. Not just on offense, but coming out of the backfield in transition as well. This time, her fast reflexes, those feet when they're getting rolling. I like that little hesitation. As you see her running by both defenders, she drops her stick, changes the level right here, shooting around the sticks. Kaylee Waters was expecting for that shot to come back high. Sometimes when you keep it low to low, change up what you're doing on the offensive end of the field, can confuse that defensive team as well as the goalkeeper. But extending the lead back for Team Marino was Allie Kennedy.
As Waters goes into that selective amnesia, trying to forget all the recent goals, those two in particular here in the fourth. Goalies have to be very forgetful in a hurry. Courtney, you were mentioning the family pets. Allie Kennedy has a boxer named Tyson. So does Taylor Marino, a boxer named Tyson. Don't want to get the dogs in the same room. They'll be very, very confused. 6 minutes to play, and a timeout asked for. Sam Apuzzo's squad taking the time. We'll take it right along with them. A TV timeout will get you back to go down the stretch in the fourth. Marino's side on top by 2. Mira glad handing her mates. Real good start to the fourth quarter for Team Marino. 3 unanswered points. Those goals coming 48 seconds apart. Marino has the 8-6 advantage over Team Apuzzo. Folks, this is an impact week. Amplify Us. Chosen by the lacrosse players, Courtney, to celebrate and amplify voices that have been historically marginalized within the sport.
Joe, Amplify Us seeks to support the LGBTQ plus athletes, as well as honor the sport's origins in Indigenous culture and history.
The players, proud to wear those t-shirts, offer insights to the crowd, and during our media day, they had these comments on the impact.
It's important to see folks when they've been silenced, right, their whole life, just based on who they are as a person and the identities that they hold. And I think it's important to, one, storytell and to uplift those stories, and that's what we want to do with this campaign of Amplify Us.
I think it's awesome because it is such a
community that has so many different voices and has so many different kinds of people. And this is just that platform to kind of give those people a chance to speak.
It's a sign for others when you're not willing to say something, for them to be the ones that step up for you and to be your allies and your supporters.
We are really honored and proud to be able to have this platform to really speak about what we care about and speak up and stand up for things we believe in and advocate for everything that we believe in.
Amplification is important, education is important, and it's vital to us carrying on these stories and making sure that they're heard louder and louder from the rooftops.
Athletes Unlimited launching the Athlete Causes program from the very outset of their sports. Allie Kennedy and Mira Shane in a good mood here in the fourth, almost 4 minutes in. Team Marino has the only points on the board, 3 of them, 2 of them compliments of Charlotte North. Her 5th goal on the day was a 2-pointer. It shifted the lead in favor of Team Marino 7-6. Allie Kennedy's made it an 8-6 game. As Team Apuzzo circles it up, we can send you to field level. Here's Maria Trivalpiece.
I was able to listen into Team Marino's last huddle, and Charlotte North was so vocal, telling her team, control the tempo. Let's be composed. We have 6 minutes left. Let's take our time and get set up. We have this game in our command, and we want to keep it that way.
Maria, one thing we know, 6 minutes can be an awfully long time, an eternity in a lacrosse game. And when the deficit is just 2, things can swing back and forth violently, and especially when Team Apuzzo is in come-from-behind mode. Sam has authored some of the best comebacks in league history.
She has. It's that relentless, the champion-type mentality. All of her teammates know it. Everyone in Athletes Unlimited knows it. You look already here. We've seen the Apuzzo, Marino, the top 2 spots, flip-flop back and forth several times throughout today, as well as this entire Athletes Unlimited season, and then even going back to season 2.
The colors to the left of the names on the leaderboard, the jersey colors that the players were wearing this week. Now, we're going to shuffle things up tomorrow morning. The top 4 on the leaderboard will be the new captains. They'll pick their rosters of 14, and then we'll get going again on Thursday night with a doubleheader. 6 games left after this one today. All of them that you can check out on ESPN+. We invite you to be there with us as this exciting Season 3 winds to a close here at USA Lacrosse HQ. Marino marching back to her crease. Sam Apuzzo yet to strike today. Sam just about even money when it comes to goals. She had tallies in her first 8 of this summer. Oh, by the way, multi-goals in 14 of the last 15. It is extremely rare to see her without a strike.
You know, I think it's been a collective defensive effort. Obviously, Emma Trenchard, number 91 in gold for Team Marino. She has largely been on Sam Apuzzo, but at times they have created a little exchange on the defensive end, which is what you want offensively, trying to get a mismatch so that way the defense isn't able to run their game plan.
Team Marino looking for a little breathing room now. Scotty Rose Growney nudged outside by Meg Dowdy. Charlotte North has 15 seconds on the shot clock. Donovan flushes her out. Growney fires. Good save there on the bounce shot. Waters with those lightning fast reflexes. Kaylee Waters save totals up to 7. Marino on the day has a dozen. Long outlet collected by Arsenal. Dempsey with perhaps the prettiest goal of the day today.
So fun to watch her in the middle of the field. She just kind of glides across.
The ability to change speeds, right? She glides and then she accelerates, slams on the brakes and leaves defenders gasping. Apuzzo on the feed, Mastriani on the big face dodge. Nice recovery there by Garrett. Great angle work by Molly on defense. Apuzzo draws the double. Simpkins and Trenchard there after the orange-clad captain. There's a whistle. And the officials awarding the ball to Team Marino.
Molly Garrett, the one who took a tumble after going for that ground ball. Sometimes it's just a matter of sticking with it. She did. She was knocked from behind. That's where the foul came in.
With very few timeouts taken, these 10-minute quarters will fly by. We're less than 4 minutes left in regulation. Taylor Marino's squad has the advantage, 3 points to none. in the fourth for those 20 points. 45 points for everyone when you win the game as Kennedy buzzed one wide of Waters. Backed up on the end line by Growney halfway through the shot clock. Scotty Rose Growney. Kennedy, switch it for Charlotte North. Warden has taken care of Charlotte in the second half. Fires, that one rattled off of Waters. Rebound, score! Cleaning up the garbage, it's Kennedy.
First, the tremendous dodge by Charlotte North. And then Allie Kennedy helping her teammates out inside. That would have potentially been another two-pointer for Charlotte North. And then Allie Kennedy, right place, right time, picking up the ball. You see not a lot of pace on that shot. Her eyes are locked in. Where can I help out my team? And just a nice, soft little placement. It's not about the power when you're in tight. Allie Kennedy with back-to-back goals.
Kennedy, who began the week with a hat trick against Team Bosco. Team Marino coming into play today 0-2, so this prideful group wants to get a victory. This is the last time these teams play together. Draft day tomorrow. Captains will be the top 4 players on the leaderboard once the MVP voting and the appeals process is complete tonight. They'll pick tomorrow. We'll get going with the week 4, the final week of the summer of 2023 in Athletes Unlimited Season 3. It'll be here Thursday, 5 o'clock and 7:30. Games you can see on ESPN+. Aldave and Apuzzo to the draw circle. Official Erica Leslie has them set. Colson gets the draw possession, 2 points. Lizzie factors on the leaderboard in so many different ways. Dowdy finagles through midfield. Pawns this one off to Mastriani. Less than 3 minutes now for Apuzzo's squad to make the rally. They trail by 3 points. They're down by 4 in the fourth quarter alone. Apuzzo driving in. Fires wide of Marino. The captain knows she needs to put a 12-pointer on the board for herself as we engage into that leaderboard discussion for the start of week 4. Apuzzo and Marino will be there on top. It's just a matter of who has the top slot and by how much. A season ago, Marino won the crown by 16 total points. That's it, 16. 2:14 left. Marino wisely now in gold. Her team slowing the pace.
You can hear Mira Shane, backup goalkeeper to Taylor Marino, calling out the time, letting the offense know.
North hit up high there. Colson's going to be carded here. This is going to be a player-up situation for Team Marino. The double whammy with Team Apuzzo trying to come back and now being shorthanded.
Now that's tough.
Yellow
But the
card was
referees
assessed
obviously
to
keeping the game
35
safe.
orange for a check to the head. It is a 1-minute releasable
Check to the
penalty.
head on Charlotte North goes against Lizzie Colson. This is going to be right outside of that critical scoring area, so not a free position shot. Again, you don't need to do a 1v1. It's just take care of the ball. They have free seconds on the clock. It got reset at 60. It's take your time.
Team Marino had the halftime lead 4-3. Clinging now to the 9-6 advantage. The big fourth quarter has created some separation. 20 points on the line when you win the frame. Charlotte North, player up for Team Marino in goal. Scotty Rose Growney thought about it. Kennedy, who has the last 2 goals on the board for the team dressed in gold. North, sidewinder, bounced it wide. She put a little spin on that and it just went wide, backed up on the end line. Dowdy gets the cause turnover there for the hustle, plus 14 for Meg.
She does. I would have liked to see them take some more time off that shot clock. They almost left 30 seconds on there. No need to give the ball back to Apuzzo.
Arsenal breezing in. Marino took that off the chest protector. Geyers back did not convert the rebound. On the end line, the officials award the ball to Team Apuzzo in the final minute. Geyers back, who had a couple of goals in the opening quarter, quiet since. 50 seconds to go. Team Marino attempting to get off the schneid. Geyers back with a little Spinderella that didn't find pay dirt. Skipping through, it's Wakefield on the ground ball. Kennedy and Dorney to clear. This one should be in the books for Team Marino. They'll win the 20 points for the fourth quarter. They'll bank the 45 points for the overall decision. Everybody in gold will benefit in 22 seconds. Brownie double teamed.
Turns into a smart game of keep away. Keep possession. They get their first win of the entire weekend, the one that counts. This is the one that they've been waiting for.
In the books, 9-6 for Team Marino, joyfully racing to the cage to celebrate with their captain.
Team Marino knew that every single game was going to be a challenge. They're at the very top of the leaderboard. Their captain had the most points. They knew that they were going to have to work together, embrace the journey for the entire week, keep trusting that collectively as a team they will win by sticking with the game plan, and that's exactly what Team Marino did here today, knocking off Team Apuzzo, who had been stellar.
Sam Apuzzo vanquished for just the 4th time in 21 games that she's been a captain. Striding off to the sideline, and Apuzzo held off the scoreboard. Did not convert a goal today. As we share the leaderboard up to the moment before the MVP voting, Taylor Marino has crested 1,300. She leads Sam Apuzzo by 60.
You see how quickly things can change. Right at the start of that 4th quarter, Sam Apuzzo was in the lead, but Taylor Marino 20 points from that 4th quarter, 45 for that overall win, and she came up with a bunch of saves that propelled her in front. And you see all of the different colors here. A lot of people from purple uniforms. Abby Bosco's team, they are still in spots 4 through 6, 9, and 10. A lot of jumping going around on the leaderboard.
So the two teams show respect for one another through the handshake line. Sam Apuzzo's squad dressed in orange. Taylor Marino's team victorious. Marino another double-figure save game. She stacked up more stats points and coupled it with win points too. And one of the reasons they do prevail, a huge offensive onslaught from Charlotte North to the tune of 5 goals.
5 goals, and a lot of them generated from either isolation dodges, 2-man game. She worked from all over the field. That's what made her so hard to defend. She was moving up the left side of the crease, the right, some elbow work, and then she had some powerful shots up top with a 2-point.
Charlotte North 5 times. The MVP votes being doled out, and I'm sure number 88 will get a few of those. Maria Trivalpiece standing by with Miss North.
Charlotte, lots of goals today, but that 2-pointer gave your team the lead. What were you seeing on that shot?
Allie Kennedy set a great pick. We really wanted to incorporate a lot of 2-man games, a lot of picks and switches to mix up the defense, the mismatches, and cause miscommunication, and I think we played great team offense tonight doing that.
You lost the first 2 games, but a big victory today. What was the difference?
I mean, we stuck to it. We stuck and believed in our leader, Taylor Moreno, and she allowed us to believe in ourselves, and she does an incredible job of pulling us together. And we learned a lot on Thursday and on Saturday, and I think, that shows a lot of grit coming out on a Sunday when your legs aren't as fresh as a Thursday, but, you come together as a team and pull out a win.
Taylor Marino, fantastic in the cage. What makes her so special?
She's just so strong and consistent in the cage, and we're lucky to be on her team. She's a great leader, and I'm very excited that we got a win for her today.
You mentioned the offense. What was working well for you?
I mean, again, we played great team offense. I think we were communicating well. That's huge on a Sunday when you're tired. As attackers, we really wanted to make it our mission to communicate with our middies who were going up and down and battling. And I think we did that, connecting the two to make a good unit.
Charlotte, thank you.
Thanks so much.
Joe.
Maria and Charlotte, we sure do appreciate it. Consistent was the key word there when North speaks of the captain, Taylor Marino, the present leader, the defending champ, attempting to go back-to-back. Number 30 will have a chance to do that in the week ahead. Tune in Thursday, 5 Eastern on ESPN+. It's more Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse. For Courtney, for Maria, for all the men and women in our technical crew, Joe Beninati thanking you so much for your time. Team Marino, the big 4th quarter, overpowering Charlotte North to victory.